buffalo's horns gored deep into the lioness's side. She roared in agony, claws raking his face. Blood poured from both warriors. He charged again, 2,000 pounds of rage. She dodged barely, her injured leg buckling. The pride watched from the distance, helpless. This wasn't a hunt anymore. It was an execution. In the savannah, the prey sometimes fights back, and sometimes they win. The Serengeti plains stretch to the horizon, an endless sea of golden grass dotted with acacia trees. During the dry season, dust devils dance across the landscape. Wildebeest herds thunder past. Zebras graze nervously. This is lion country, where the apex predator rules with claws and teeth. But the African buffalo, the Black Death, bows to no one. With horns like battle axes and tempers to match, they've killed more hunters than any other African animal. When lions and buffalo meet, respect is written in scars. She was a huntress in her 7th year, lean and battle-hardened. Her tawny coat bore the marks of a warrior, claw scars from rival prides, tooth marks from hyenas, and a notched ear from a zebra's kick. She was the pride's best killer, the one who brought down zebras when others failed. But excellence breeds responsibility. Her pride was starving. The Great Migration had passed early this year, taking the easy prey with it. For 2 weeks they'd survived on scraps, warthogs, the occasional impala. Not enough to feed 12 lions. The cubs were getting thin. Her sister had lost a calf to starvation last week. She was desperate. Desperate enough to hunt alone. Desperate enough to target the most dangerous prey on the savannah, a Cape buffalo. Solo lion hunts on buffalo almost never work. The smart move is to wait for the pride, attack as a team, target the weak and old. But hunger makes predators stupid. This morning, she'd spotted a buffalo wandering from his herd. Unusual, but not impossible. Bulls sometimes leave the safety of numbers when they're old or injured. He looked perfect. Massive, yes, but alone. Vulnerable. She'd been tracking him for an hour, staying downwind, using the tall grass for cover. Her muscles coiled, her heart pounded. Just one kill. One buffalo could feed the pride for days. She crept closer. She should have wondered why he was alone. He wasn't lost. He wasn't injured. He was bait. The old buffalo bull had lived 12 years by being smarter than the cats who hunted him. 3 months ago, this same lioness had killed his mate, ambushed her at a waterhole, dragged her down with help from 2 other females. He'd watched from 50 yards away, too far to help, close enough to remember her face. Revenge isn't supposed to exist in nature. But buffalo have long memories and longer grudges. He'd been planning this for weeks, wandering from the herd at dawn, waiting. Today, hunger had finally driven her to try. He heard her in the grass behind him, smelled her. He kept walking, pretending ignorance, leading her away from the herd, away from help. When she was committed, he'd turn, and he'd make her pay. The lioness launched herself onto the buffalo's back, claws digging deep, jaws aiming for his spine. Standard killing technique. Sever the spine, end the fight. But the buffalo exploded beneath her like a bomb. He bucked, twisted, and slammed his massive body sideways into a termite mound. She lost her grip. Before she could recover, he spun with shocking speed. The buffalo's horns gored deep into the lioness's side. She roared in agony, tumbling into the dust. No retreat, no backup. Just her and the monster she'd chosen to fight. She rolled to her feet, limping, blood streaming down her ribs. The buffalo charged. She dodged left. He'd expected that. His shoulder caught her mid-leap, sending her flying. She landed hard, the wind knocked from her lungs. He was on her instantly. Those massive hooves came down like hammers. She rolled, one hoof missing her skull by inches, the other crushing her tail. Pain shot through her spine. Survival instinct kicked in. She went low, darting under his bulk, claws raking his soft underbelly, not deep enough to kill, but enough to hurt. He bellowed and kicked backwards. His hoof connected with her shoulder. Bone cracked. The lioness stumbled, her left front leg useless now. The buffalo turned slowly, methodically. He wasn't tired. He was enjoying this. Blood poured from both warriors. He charged again, 2,000 pounds of rage. She couldn't dodge anymore. Her injured leg buckled, so she did the only thing left. She attacked, met his charge head-on, leaping at his face, claws extended. She raked his eyes, his nose, his muzzle. Anything to blind him, to stop him. His head swung sideways like a wrecking ball. She flew 15 feet, landing in a broken heap, ribs shattered, lungs punctured. She tried to rise, couldn't. The buffalo approached slowly, savoring the moment. This was the lioness who'd killed his mate. Now she'd die the same way, alone, broken, terrified. But lionesses never die quietly. With her last strength, she roared. Not a roar of defiance, a roar of summoning. The pride was a half-mile away, too far to help. But they'd hear, they'd know. The buffalo hesitated. That sound meant more lions, possibly close. His revenge was complete anyway. She wouldn't survive these injuries. Why risk fighting her whole family? He snorted once, stamped the ground near her head, a final insult, then turned and trotted back toward his herd, alive, victorious, satisfied. The lioness lay in the dust, each breath agony. The pride reached her 20 minutes later. They tried to move her. She couldn't stand. By sunset, she was gone. The buffalo lived another 3 years, dying peacefully of old age. The lioness became a lesson for her pride. Never hunt buffalo alone. Never underestimate prey. In the wild, arrogance kills faster than claws. Respect the horns or join the dust. Nature's most brutal teacher is consequence.